How's everybody doing? I'm Dan Dearborn from Encore Studios here with you with the Encore Monologues. Today's show, we have Will and Paul from the Keystone Stage in Oliphant, PA. Great guys, and can't wait to show them to you. And why don't you introduce yourselves to anybody who may not know you?
I'm Will Palumbo. I'm one of the owners of the Keystone Stage.
Paul, also known as Paulie the Fuck. I'm one of the co-owners of the stage. I handle all the media.
Yes.
All right. So let's get right into this. So other than the obvious reason, was there anything else, any other reason that you named it the Keystone Stage?
I didn't actually name it.
Not me either.
It was actually named by Jason Macheska, Jeff Nye, Tyler Zeiss, and Aaron Zona. They came up with that name when it was at the original place in Dixon City, and then sold it to me.
Okay. All right. So is that just kind of like an homage to Pennsylvania for everybody and any, all right.
Any musician, any stand-up comic, anyone with a talent.
I just have to ask, was that Aaron Zona?
Aaron Zona.
Aaron.
Aaron. Yes.
Real name?
That's his name.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just had to ask.
We have a wild cast of characters at the stage that all, like, when you hear the name, like, wait, what?
Is that
Is that your name? It's like, yeah, that's
That's
my
why I
name.
was
It's like,
asking.
huh?
So do you each have specific parts of the business that you're responsible for?
Yes. Jason Macheska still serves in an advisory capacity, so he'll come to us with ideas, things to start doing. My job is to build things and make things happen. Like if someone comes to me for a show, I send them to other people at the stage. I send them to Sam, who's also an owner. Sam actually is the manager, and I'll let you talk about what you do.
And then, so I handle our media. So basically anything having to do with our social media, YouTube channels, live streams. I'm pretty much setting up the cameras, making sure the shots are getting taken, they're getting scheduled out on time. Basically, expand it.
So I can expect a critique of the setup we have here.
Why,
When we're
certainly.
done here, right? All right. Be nice. Be nice. We're friends. We're all friends here. All right?
Okay. We're all good.
So what were your backgrounds before you got into this business?
I'll let you go first this time. Go for it.
Oh,
It's more fun to have that.
Oh, okay. So I'm a prior service, United States Navy. I did 4 years and then came out, was a mechanic for a while, and eventually found my love for cameras and photography. So eventually done quite a bit just in media, just doing photos, videos, and I found the Keystone Stage through like mutual connections. I didn't know about it in the first location. I found out at the second location, went out to like the grand opening, was just like, I love this idea. Like I started volunteering. That's pretty much how like I kind of got there. So I was already a vehicle photographer working for a car company, and I just started copying and pasting my skills into different avenues.
And I was part of corporate America, still am part of corporate America. Started doing stand-up comedy about 7.5 years ago. And it was because of my comedy that I started with the Keystone Stage. And now I'm actually doing comedy and music, and I've even done some art. It's kind of fun. So I'm kind of expanding my horizons.
All right. And so that brings me to a question about what kind of events do you have over at the Keystone Stage?
Weekly, we have something going on every week. Next week, or this week coming up, this Friday or Saturday, I don't know because I'm not looking at the calendar, we have a CD release party. So we do CD release parties. We do the 29th.
I believe it's Friday.
Friday the 29th. See, he knows what he's talking about. Is a CD release party, and then we have music events. We hosted the reveal round of the Big Break. The stand-up comedy every month. November 5th is our next comedy show. So we do a lot of anything, pretty much anything you could think of, we do.
Okay. Do you find any one of the events or shows draw better than others?
Our rock shows have been really getting a huge draw. Like our metal shows have been getting 60, 70, 80 people at a time coming in and out throughout the night. Like they'll come, say they got a friend in a band at the stage. Well, because we don't have a liquor license, they'll come down, bring their own alcohol. They'll watch their friend's band, and then they'll go and pay a cover to see their friend, another set of friends play at another bar, like the V-Spot or Finnegan's or any other bar.
Andy Gavins, etc.
Andy Gavins, yeah.
Was that surprising to you that rock was the main draw that that you find at least at your venue?
No, it wasn't. Because the thing is, you can only do comedy shows once a month. But you can do a variation of rock or metal or hip hop any weekend. And it could have a draw or it could not. We're looking into expanding into country music because we haven't had any country shows there. But if you're watching, yeah. If
See,
you're a
I was just gonna say, country guys, call the Keystone now.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
we wanna expand in the country, but our rock shows have been doing very well. Our hip hop shows once a month with Decipher and
Roseamp.
Roseamp Records have been getting bigger each month. More people are coming out for the hip hop shows.
That's awesome.
And they always put on a new headliner, so it's never the same. Like you'll have a kind of a small group of the artists that are always there. That they'll show up on Monday nights, they'll show up to jam band sessions, etc. But when they come out, they're bringing so many different artists, and they're trying to pull from the community as well, and put those other acts above their own top guys.
Oh, yeah.
So it's quite a nice thing to see. It's like, hey, we're not just in it for us; we want to help boost up the rest of the scene as well.
Right. So if any of the country artists or rap artists or comedians or rock artists wanted to book your establishment, who would they call? Who would they contact?
They could call our phone number, or the best way to do it is actually through our website and Facebook page, because that's where Sam, the manager, she actually checks that the most often, and it's a lot easier than phone calls because then you can write everything down, send off all the information. I mean, we try to put at least one local comic on every comedy show. We try to put a local musician or a local band. Ray Mione and Devolo Booking has been doing a great job with getting us bands from. We just had Rig Time there, and they're actually a Midwest band, but they were on tour, and the only reason they played our venue is because we're an all ages venue. They refuse to play anything other than all ages,
Right.
and they're really good. So that was like, I didn't know any of that all ages stuff until they put up a big box that said all ages only.
Now with your all ages show, are you seeing a nice split between over 21 and under 21? Are you seeing?
We have a lot more over 21 because the BYOB is very, very appealing. I mean, you think about it. You go to a bar, you pay $5 to get in. By the end of the night, your tab's maybe $100, $200. You come to our place, you pay $5 to get in. You bring a case of beer. At the end of the night, you tip the bartender maybe $20. So you're saving a ton of money there. It's cost effective.
All right. Was there something you initially were trying to do when you started this venue? So I know you purchased it as the Keystone Stage, but
Yes.
was there something you had in mind before it was what it is now, or is it exactly how you kind of envisioned this to be?
It's bigger than I envisioned it to be, actually. So it's actually very nice. We've gone through a lot of changes, a lot of hiccups. We've done different types of shows that we said, okay, this isn't going to work. We're not going to do these anymore. We've done other shows that this works great. Let's keep doing it. Then it dies out. So it is exactly what I want it to be. Plus, it's growing. Every week we do an upgrade. Every week we do something new.
All right. Oh, I didn't know if you were going to add it.
All
right.
I was gonna say.
He told me he brought you along because you remember things he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but he's been doing a great job right now. I'm like,
amazed. I'm amazed.
my gerbil died getting that one file.
I know him, and I'm like, wow, he's doing an amazing job here.
Like my gerbil died earlier.
Did we shut up? Oh, hello. He just wanted to get closer.
Correction
to me.
1. he didn't hit the thingy.
So any great important events or anything people need to see coming up that besides the CD release on the
29th.
29th?
29th. And then there's the comedy show November 5th. And in December, we're having a benefit show, which I believe is December 3rd.
Okay.
Yes, it's a benefit. It's a cancer benefit show, I believe.
All right.
We're doing that with AL from The Big Break. Are you guys on that show?
We are not on that show.
I'm a little hurt.
So,
I'm a little hurt for you guys.
So
Grace the stage.
So unfortunately, I guess and now that you brought it up, I'm gonna have to say it. So I actually have stopped playing.
This is very sad to me because I
Oh.
want to book
So
you
I
guys at the show,
I
at
know.
the stage.
I know we actually talked about that. So I have a debilitating knee. I have bone on bone.
Oh.
I have no cartilage left, so it's very hard for me to get up there. And of course, Bob, who I played with, who you just saw walk through here.
Yeah.
We've been playing together for years. He's like, you could sit in a chair. I'm like, I am not sitting in a chair belting out rock tunes. Like, we'll make you a throne. I'm like, I am not sitting in a throne playing the guitar, singing tunes. I can't, like, in my head, I can't wrap my head around that. So it's been very tough for me just to relegate myself now to not being able to do that. And of course, he's going on. And he's putting together a band. I'm not going to say anything because I'll let him have his own. Oh, okay. He's putting together a Godsmack tribute band.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
And I'll be honest with you,
Walk low.
I played with Bob and our drummer Armando for years, and they're amazing. So I know whatever they put together is going to be a slam dunk and sound great. And I know they would love to bring it to your stage first.
Yes. Just premiere show. Let's do it because we have the Rammstein Du Haas
Rammstein tribute band.
Rammstein tribute band that comes out, and they're actually coming on December 17th. Thank you. Tribute band made me remember something.
Yeah,
That was a trigger.
Another gerbil dead.
So while it kills me not to be able to go out and play, of course, my buddy Bob, my buddy Armando going out doing stuff, I still want to see them do great stuff. So.
Well, think about it. I always build stuff at the stage. So if you just want to perform at Keystone, I'll build you like an Iron Man chair.
That stands up.
That stands up.
Takes the pressure off the knee. Let's
Hey,
do
you
it.
can do that. I'll still go out and play. You build me something that takes the pressure off the knees because I'm in constant pain. You have no idea.
I feel like we need to do some research.
We
We need to save. We need to
It's
save
good.
this.
I've got a lot of
Because
lumber.
I'll come back to your stage all the time. I'll be there all the time.
We got this thing. He puts his arms over. He just hangs there. His knees are waving in the wind. It looks like he's floating on the stage. That'd be cool.
Patenting ideas
I'm in.
over here.
I'm in. I'm back, baby. I'm coming back. So is there something you think every artist should know before they hit your stage, or you'd like them to know before they hit the Keystone Stage?
There's actually a couple things. One, if you want to come out to the Keystone Stage, I'm going to look right in the camera. Just come out on Monday night. If you want to show your talent, we have a free open mic. Everybody comes in, bring your own alcohol, have fun, have a good time. It's for the community. And if you want to get booked, that's the fastest way for us to see, and for Ray Mione to see, and for Paulie to see, and for me to see, and for Sam to see if you'll mesh for one of our shows. So definitely come out Monday night so we can see your act, and we can put. That's how most of our local comics get booked on, is because they come to our open mic. The second thing is, we have everything. You don't need to bring amps. You don't need to bring all this other stuff unless it's like necessary for your sound to be perfect. We have DI boxes. We have a state-of-the-art sound system. It's got to be one of the best sounding systems in the area. So you don't really have to mic up an amp. You can come in and plug in your bass and get the same sound that you're going to get from that amp.
Drop a dope bass line.
Yep.
And I'll just go on record as saying, if there's anything you guys need for a night, like, oh my God, something broke, call us up.
Oh yeah.
We got you.
Oh yeah, your number's on the phone.
I'm just saying, we
it's
got
there.
your back. Build me an Iron Man chair.
Yeah.
You got whatever you need. I'll tell you what. You got an Iron Man chair coming. I'm moving half this studio to your place. Any cool stories or anything you can share with us happen? Anything funny?
Oh,
should we tell about the drywall that just happened?
yeah, tell 'em about
I wasn't
drywall.
even there. That's the sad part. I was off at a benefit.
We started replacing one of the walls because it was ugly paneling, so we want to paint it like the rest of the stage. So we took all the junk paneling off and replaced it with drywall. And we didn't get a chance to paint it yet. I'm glad we didn't, because during the rock show this weekend, it got a little crazy, and they were doing a mosh pit, and someone went through one of the walls.
Not 5 minutes after.
5 minutes later, well, Landy comes to me and goes, "See, I told you the drywall was a bad idea. If we left the paneling up, there wouldn't have been a hole." 5 minutes later, he goes through the paneled wall. I look at Landy and go, "So, you think it's the drywall, or you just think it's the guy going through walls?"
That's great.
Yeah, so, but
Now, do you have that on video somewhere?
no, I wish we did. It would be great.
That would be
I
great.
do believe somewhere in the database of files I have, there is a video of somebody crashing into walls. I have videos of guys falling off the stage. It's crazy.
Yeah, we have a guy who stepped on a monitor and went tumbling right over.
Well, I should say he went to step on the monitor and missed the monitor.
Nice.
To his degree, he flipped on the way down and kept going and did not stop, and the crowd lifted him up. So it turned out to be epic.
Yeah,
There's
a video of that somewhere, I'm
great.
sure.
There's definitely a video of that.
But no, this things break all the time.
It's part of the
I
job.
get a phone call. We call ourselves part-time firefighters.
I think I should consider myself a
Oh,
full-time
I-
firefighter.
we can definitely
Attest.
definitely relate. Yeah, no, we're relate that. If it's gonna go wrong, it's gonna go wrong when you're working.
Oh yeah. No, even when we're asleep, we'll be asleep. We'll wake up to a text, and it's like,
Forest fire. Not bonfire, forest fire.
yeah, forest fire.
And I'm just like, oh.
And then we decide, like me, Sam, and Paulie will sit down together and be like, which one of us is putting this one out? And Paulie's like, I got the other one. I'm not doing this one.
I've handled the last 3. You guys got it. Tag in.
Oh, but when he goes away for a week, like he did, he's not allowed to vacation anymore. He's much nicer than I am. I'm not nice. He's nice.
I prefer the word kind.
Nice, whatever. Yeah, because nice is what's that?
The old definition for nice was stupid.
Oh, okay.
That's where
He's
the
kind.
statement "nice guys finish last" comes from. Stupid guys finish last.
There you go.
So I'd rather be kind.
He's very kind. I'm not kind. Someone, I have my limit, and most people like to push that limit. And I'm just like, no.
It's the reason why my office becomes like a dedicated rain spot during big events. If we feel like it's going to be stressful, I just put on rain music and lower the lights, and people just go in there and zen out.
Yeah.
It's a nice little 5-minute
So
break.
if you're ever down there and you're starting to get stressed out, just look at Paulie and say, rain room. He'll open the door. You can go in, sit there for 10 minutes, relax. It's very calm.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to send Bob. He stresses. I stress him out all the time. I'll be honest with you. He may be popping in just to see you guys. Like, hey guys, Will, I need the rain room. Rain room. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, got to go back to
Maybe
the
we
studio.
should start renting the rain room out. That's,
That might be a good thing.
You need to start making more sound effects.
Oh, yeah. Well, another thing we found is we have a lot of depreciating assets. Tables, chairs, they don't get used for every event. So now we rent them out. So if you ever need tables and chairs for a big event, contact the Keystone Stage
There
because
you
we
go.
rent them out.
Absolutely.
Another thing I like that we've brought to it is not just it's built by artists for artists or by musicians for musicians, however you want to put the statement.
Yep.
All art in my point of view, but we're not just like putting on shows for magicians and trapeze artists and etc. No trapeze artists.
I wouldn't mind
Joke.
a trapeze artist.
If
We've got
we could
high
fig-
enough ceilings.
If we could figure out how to support the ceiling, I'm down.
All right.
That's on you though. You're the
I'm
idea
thinking
guy.
I'll be there for trapeze artists. I'm thinking, wait a second.
Yeah, well,
But we've done our drag shows, burlesque, we have rap, hip hop, metal, punk rock, hopefully country. Contact us
yes.
because I've been bugging for that
Yep.
for a minute. I'm not even a country guy, and I'm fighting for you guys. Come on, man, I scream. But so just the ability for other artists to come in and hang their paintings on consignment. Maybe they're trying to get their small business started. They want to put out their artwork for sale. We offer that type of thing. Come in, put it up for consignment. We're not going to charge you an arm and a leg for it. Put your artwork out there. Let the world see it.
Now I've seen some of your events. People will set up tables.
Yes.
Yep. Most of the events, it's vendors. It'll be the bands selling
Okay.
the merchandise. But some of the events, like we have a event, holiday craft fair. You make homemade items. You want to sell your homemade items. You contact the stage. You can get a table at the craft fair, which last year we had about 300 people walk through the craft fair. It's a free event, but you pay for your table space.
It's not just holiday, though. We do it like every 3 months.
Yeah, every 3 months. Yeah. His point.
I'm pretty sure every 3 months there's a holiday, right?
Yeah, pretty
Something like
much.
that.
There's a Valentine's, we're St. Patrick's Day, we're doing
Don't remind me.
Mother's Day. It's always a holiday. We'll just call it
We're
a
already
holiday
in
one
the
all
holidays. The wallet's already draining. Let's not talk about it anymore.
I mean, like for Valentine's Day, weekend, we try to do 2 events, and usually one's a comedy show, the other one's a music show. And every February, it's always an all-ladies comedy show at the Keystone Stage. So, ladies, grab your husbands, make them come out and get made fun of by other women. It'll be fun.
Nice.
Now you see why I avoided last year.
Yeah. You have to go this year, though.
I know.
I know.
I took my one freebie.
Yeah, because I'm taking off this year.
Nice.
That's why I said I took my one freebie.
So, what does the future hold for the Keystone Stage, and what can we expect? Newer, bigger, better, more awesome?
Yeah. Every week I'm upgrading this facility. Maybe someday we'll make it even bigger. Maybe a second floor. Who knows?
Maybe a third floor.
Maybe even a third floor. We've done some exploring in the building. It's quite awesome in the building, actually. Everywhere that we have looked there's a lot of potential for expansion in this, just in that location. I win the Mega Millions, I'm just going to buy the whole block and knock it down and turn it into a giant theater. But,
I like that.
that's, the area kind of needs one. We don't have, if you really think about it, there's nowhere for performing arts in this area. There's not, unless you go to a bar. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'll go to a bar, listen to a band, get annoyed at the sound guy, and leave early because my ears are accustomed to the stage now, and Landy's really good at mixing. So
Phenomenal.
Yeah. He always downplays himself. But
I think
he's great. Our sound guy is just.
I was gonna say, I think it's just a different type of environment, and it's a needed environment because I've heard this, especially with people who come out from Carbondale area. They don't really have anything out there, so for them to drive to Scranton's like an hour, and it's they're gonna drive there, get a bar, and it's oh god, this is gonna be expensive. I want to eat, so having something closer to them also gives them an opportunity to get out of their houses for a bit, out of whatever's going on in their town, come over a town over. I could rock out, have a good time, not spend a ton of money, and just enjoy it. And if it's at all ages and your parents and you barely ever get time to go out, now you can bring your kid.
There was at this show Saturday or Friday's show, there was a mother, father, and their 4 kids. And their age ranges were 6 to 12. And they were all there. The younger ones had big earmuffs on. But yeah, the whole family came out and they all rocked out. I want that. I want families to be able to come out and do that. It's
So nice.
especially if you're in the music and you want your kids to be in music. To be in the music, they got to enjoy it. They got to go see, oh, yeah, mom and dad do this. I want to do it too.
So you're kind of in the perfect spot that if you're a band or an artist from Wilkes-Barre, you're coming up, you're hitting an area that you don't normally get to, so you're reaching new fans. Scranton's still a little bit further north, and of course for the Carbondale area, you're coming down to an area that allows you to have something that you don't already have there. So,
and I have musicians and comics come from Binghamton, New York, because they want to expand. They want to see what a different audience is going to say to their art form. So it's actually really nice, and we're only an hour from Binghamton. So I was like, wow, you're from Binghamton? All right, cool.
Now, will you do private events as well if somebody wanted to rent out?
Actually, we do. We have had multiple contacts for renting out for birthday parties. They actually ask us for bands. So when Godsmack is up and running,
Even
I'll add that to the list. We host political events. Stage gets rented out for that. Rental prices change based on the event and how many people you're going to have, what you need from us. Like if you need a sound guy, then you got to pay a little extra for our sound guy for the day. He doesn't charge a lot. It's like $50 for the day for an event. It's not like
he literally loves what he does.
He
does not care about money. much to our dismay at times.
I'm going to
for
say,
his benefit.
Even though the stage is technically closed during the day, Landy is there at 7:30 every morning. Every morning. He'll message me at 9:30 saying, "When are you coming in, boss man?"
Same.
I'm not.
It's not even awake yet.
I don't wake up till the butt crack of noon sometimes, and you're messaging me at 9:30, 10:30. Dude, I'm not even going to respond.
So when they say good help is hard to find, is it because they're all working for you?
I guess.
Oh my
God. I got a great media guy. I got a great sound guy. I got my wife is kind of stuck working for me. She doesn't really have a choice. She wants it to be successful. So she's like, no, you're dumb. Let me fix this.
A lot.
A lot of times. I bring the ideas to him and to her and say, tell me if this will work. And I walk away. And then they're like, he just gave us an idea and now we have to implement it.
Or we have to deliberate for 4 hours and figure out what are the nooks and crannies of this idea and how can it go wrong to bite us in the ass?
Yeah.
So we can protect from that before we proceed.
Yeah, that happens a lot too.
Nice. So, anything else you'd like our hopefully new audience to know?
I'd say if you want to experience the stage and you want a place to practice your art and maybe not compete for the attention that you might feel at something like a bar, because there's nothing wrong with going to a bar and testing your metal because you're fighting for the crowd's attention at that point. And the more of them you can win, the more confident you'll get. When you're starting out, that's hard to do. It's intimidating. I've started at a bar. I was scared crapless, but I still did it. But when you come to the stage, it's artist for artists, so everyone's there to support you and help you get through that initial stage fright, that initial capacity, because they're all there for the art. They're not there to eat food and drink beer and watch the game. They're there because they want to see you. They want to hear what you have to say. And we also offer a live stream, so if your parents can't make it out and you want your folks to be proud, they can tune in.
And my shout out is for the comics out there. Even though I've transitioned to music, I still do comedy. Coming to the Keystone Stage to do your comedy is a great way to start. Even if you aren't that good, we've got multiple seasoned comics who come to every open mic, where if you want input, I've helped multiple comics start rewriting their sets, making them more cohesive. Where they're stumbling, we've helped them with their stage fright. We're here to help elevate you. We're not in this for ourselves. We're in this to help elevate others to their best potential in their art form.
I'd say to really be like a keystone stepping stone for you in your career.
Yeah.
Like that's, every artist has to start somewhere. So why not make that a place to start?
I like that. I like that a lot.
Off the
That
cuff.
was good. That was
Off
nice.
the cuff.
So I want to thank Paul and Will for coming in today. I just want to say I've been to the Keystone several times. I found it very warm and friendly and inviting, and I think to your credit, I think yes, any especially new act or artist that's trying to find out who they are and what they want to do, there's no better stage to start on than that one. And of course, for a seasoned artist who really knows who they are, it's also a great stage to get on because you can reach so many newer fans, newer people. So
Oh yeah, well our live stream for open mic gets 3,000 to 5,000 views a week. Like we may have 5 or 6 people watching during the event, but throughout the week, hundreds of people are going through and clicking on it and sharing it. And so maybe they're fast forwarding to see a friend, but then they see you and they're like, "Oh, this guy's funny. Let's go see a show with him." So yeah, you get a lot of exposure.
And you never know who's going to be on the list for open mic.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's like a little gamble.
So really, thank you. Honestly, for this area needs something like this, and it's I think what you do is an invaluable service to the arts and the community. So, thank you for that.
Thank you for having us on.
Yes, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
The Encore monologue.
Encore monologues. I like that.
Thank you.
I like encore monologues. It's kind of nice, but a monologue is typically like one person. It's a monologue.
Why you gotta crap on my man's podcast while
No,
we're
but I
still
like
on
the
it?
I'll tell you what.
Crapping on his
Well, you know
name,
what'd be
man.
cool?
How about the Encore monologues?
Oh,
Look at that.
No, wait.
He's telling me no.
Producer in the background's like, no, you trying to get us flagged. He's like, I'm not trying to get canceled before we begin.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Of course, one of the greatest shows that was on TV that got some great hosts their start, The Man Show.
The Man Show, right?
So Encore monologues could turn into the next Man Show, you know? It could be.
I'll tell you right now. If Bob says no, we're saying it's just a no. I'm not dealing with him. It's already out the door.
Get the rain room ready. I can see you stressing out already.
He's like, I'm following you guys down.
Oh my God. No, guys, really, thank you very much for making time to come out today. I absolutely appreciate it, and it's been an honor and a pleasure having you guys first show.
I appreciate it.
Like I said, I had a confession. It was my first time.
I broke your Jerry. I love